Let's be real, boys. There's a reason why I didn't name this video How to Know If You Are Bad in Bed, because I realized that majority of you would have never even clicked on this video to begin with. And the truth is, a lot of men think they actually are absolutely amazing lovers, when in fact, very few of you actually are. And the majority have a lot to learn. I'm gonna be spilling 9 secret signs to let you know that you are not as good as you think you are. And yeah, this might be a really hard pill for you to swallow. But let's just be serious, it's for the best. Try not to be too hard on yourself. At the end of the day, nobody has taught us proper sex education or sex ed revolving around pleasure. So if a few of these points hit real close to home or sound super familiar, remember that you are here watching this video because you care about female pleasure and you want to become better. That's exactly why you're subscribed to my channel. And of course, you want to know the truth. Does your partner actually think you slay in bed, or is it all just jokes and we're just settling for mediocre or crap? So buckle up and brace yourself for these 9 secrets. But I can't just rip you guys down without giving you a little bit of hope, and Beducated is gonna help me do that. They're a platform that teaches sex education all revolving around pleasure, and they are doing it like no other, offering you over 100 different courses on everything intimacy. Literally, they have things from self-pleasure all the way to kink, teaching you how to safely and properly perform techniques. Whether you want to learn about squirting, how to up your oral game, or different styles and types of positions, then you name it, Beducated has got it. The thing that I love most about Beducated is that they actually teach you through video tutorials. Now, they also give you practical exercises, but I get really amped when I see a video tutorial because I'm a visual learner. And then I like hands-on. But all of these courses are led by the world's top sexperts, so you know the information that they're giving you is reputable and reliable. Now, if you are like me and are dying to see a demo, I'm gonna give you guys 24 hours access into the website 100% free. That way, you guys can go and venture in and see what type of courses that you might want to take and try a course. And when you want to stay just a little bit longer and learn a lot more, I'm going to gift you 50% off the whole year. All you have to do is click the link down below, enter in the code PLEASUREBABY, and receive your 24 hours access into the website for free, and then that 50% off the whole year if you choose to stay. And I want you to know there is absolutely no strings attached. There is a 14-day money-back guarantee, so don't worry, you are Gucci. Now, just because I'm an expert myself does not mean that I am done learning, because let's be real, when it comes to intimacy and pleasure, are you really ever done learning? Don't you want to expand and enjoy the journey? Because this is a journey with absolutely no destination at all. Hell, I just took a course on fingering and learned a bomb ass move. I shared it with my Instagram. If you want to head over there, follow it, check it out. It is the suction technique, and it literally will leave you squirming or your partner squirming. So why not start the year off right? It's about time we invest in our sex life. In fact, less than 1 in 2 people are satisfied with their sex life. That is absolutely crazy. There is absolutely no reason for us to be having boring, lame, flat sex. We need to start taking that gym focus and adding it into our relationship and into our love life. So yes, I just said it, less squats, more squirts. Duh. Click that link down below, enter in the code PLEASUREBABY. It is time that you take back your pleasure, and it's time that you spice up your sex life. Now let's dive into those 9 secrets that you have been dying to hear, because these are things that a lot of women will not vocalize. So why is it that so many men are living in this fantasy land of being an amazing lover? Well, I'm gonna be brutally honest. It's coming from my side of the girl gang. Most women are afraid to ask for what they really want. Hell, some women don't even know what they want. And then on the other side of things, we are also extremely afraid of hurting your feelings for some reason. And that is simply because women aren't women anymore and men aren't men anymore. But that is a topic for another day. Let's say that you fill almost all of the cups and you are a prize, but your sex is absolutely trash. So many women will actually settle for mediocre sex because you fill every other cup. Also, a lot of women make sex all about the man and the male's pleasure. We're just kind of focused on connection and kind of whatever is working for you. But then we put ourselves to the side, and then that bleeds into long-term relationship issues, which I'm sure lots of you watching are probably in right now. A sexless marriage? Does that sound familiar to you? To be honest with you guys, most men don't even know their way around a female body. They do not know the anatomy 9 times out of 10. They have an idea, or roughly, but as soon as you switch up partners or you ask them questions about pleasure and what you're stimulating, they have almost zero idea. And ain't that sad, baby? But you know what is even more sad? That most women don't even know what their bodies are capable of receiving as far as pleasure goes. Because nobody has ever shown them, and unfortunately, women have been shamed for a really long time for expressing their sexuality and their sex. So even though she's sitting there telling you, you are amazing or you are good in bed, she might not even be a qualified judge. And that's kind of just the hard truth. Now, the first secret that I'm gonna spill is gonna be one that you would think is probably a compliment. And it is, you smash like a porn star. However, this is absolutely not a compliment at all. Because if you learned how to have sex through porn, women know. Yeah, we know. And you wanna know how we know? Is because the adult entertainment industry is really catered towards men and their viewing pleasure, not actual sex. And it's definitely not made for learning. Do you notice every time you watch it, it's almost 100% of the time revolving around male pleasure? So instead of watching porn or adult entertainment, how about you take a look at the body that's right in front of you and learn from that? The second secret is, she does not initiate. Now, it is a total myth when people say women are not as sexual as men. It's not actually that we crave sex less, it's that our standards are a lot higher. And if it's just okay or mediocre sex, then we're gonna be less likely to initiate. Trust me when I say you will know if you are laying premium pipe, because we as women are not afraid to beg for it. The third secret being, you do not communicate. And this kind of ties into the last one of she does not initiate. Now, I hope you understand by now that we are all different. So even though you made your last partner cream by doing blah, 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 you still need to learn your new partner who's sitting right in front of you. And when you say stuff like that, it's completely pointless because who the fuck does that help? We need to figure out our partner's preferences and their needs, and needs change over time. And hell, with women, we're changing on a 28-day weekly cycle. So if your partner isn't giving you any sort of feedback, we've got some serious issues. You might be sitting there thinking, oh, there's nothing I can do better. She says I'm amazing. However, the hard truth is, and the reality is she's communicating to you that she doesn't think you're capable of doing better. Or she doesn't feel like you're capable of listening and making her feel seen and heard. This fourth one I think is pretty obvious, but it might not be. And it's the fact that we are rushing you. There's little to no foreplay involved at all. Just shove it in. Said absolutely no sexually satisfied woman ever. These ladies are the ones that are usually saying, finish baby or finish daddy. Are you close? Come for me, daddy. Now, don't get me wrong. There are times where I will use these lines because they make sense and they are bangers, but they're only bangers when they make sense. So if in your head after you're like, that was like 3 or 5 minutes, logically you're like, yeah, they definitely did not get off at all. And then you know that this was just solely meant for you and that they were just trying to get it done and over with. Because we drop these lines when it doesn't feel good, we're sore, or we just wanted to get it done and over with. So even though come all over me sounds super, super hot, we actually use it to manipulate the situation and to get you to wrap things up just a little bit faster. The fifth one is, if you are doing the same shit every time. Sex is electric. It's a second-to-second experience where both parties are very much so present in their own pleasure and their partner's pleasure. It is absolutely impossible for you to keep doing the same thing every single time. If you are, there's absolutely no way that you are being present with your partner, her needs, and her desires. Whether you slept with 100 different women the same way, or you've slept with the same woman over 100 times. If you are doing the same thing, I'm sorry, but you're doing it wrong. There's actually no nicer way for me to say that. If you feel like this is you doing the same thing every single time, my God, you need Beducated so bad. So click that link. And definitely subscribe to my channel because we're gonna give you so many different things to try out that you'll have no choice but to find a different way to provide and receive pleasure. Now, the sixth one is pretty obvious because I'm sure you will already feel this. If you are awkward in your own body and you're awkward in your own pleasure, how the hell are you supposed to be there for somebody else's pleasure? Like, honestly, if you're not comfortable with your pleasure, how are you supposed to make me comfortable in my pleasure? It's just gonna be not a great experience, and and we will feel that through and through, and I'm sure you already know if this is you. Number 7, she is not coming every single time. Now I want you to know that this can happen, but if this is happening more often than not, you really gotta start asking yourself if you are just using your lady partner as a human fleshlight. And if she's saying to you that she struggles to get there, that means we aren't doing something right. We're not working with her body and her pleasure in the way that she enjoys it. So if she's able to come on her own, get her to help you and show you the way she likes it. It's 2024. They make toys to help you out too, but your best teacher is literally the person that is sitting right in front of you. Now, you are gonna need patience and you are gonna need to be able to communicate effectively. But if both parties are wanting to make pleasure a priority, you will figure it out. Number 8. This one has got me before. You are riding out the same emotions all of the time. Why so serious? You need to take a step back and have some fun with it. It is funny. Laugh a little, cry a little, freaking fight a little. I don't care what you do, just don't stay in that serious mode. It is just not, it's not fun. And sex is supposed to be playful and adventurous. Intimacy is filled with all different types of emotions. It is a really emotionally charged. More energy. After all, this is the adult version of a playground. And finally, the last one. I'm sorry to say, but if you finish too fast. Now, this is only an excuse if you have a very rare physiological condition. But if you don't, you 1020,000,000% can learn how to last longer in bed. You have to train yourself. I have videos on it, and there's other creators and there's other companies that can help you last much longer. But I'm sorry if this is coming off aggressive, but if you haven't learned to last long enough to please a woman, then that's on you, because there is a plenty of education, plenty of things to help you last longer. So if you haven't hopped on that yet, honestly, dude, you're kind of just running in a circle, and of a poor me circle, because nobody likes to be the person who finishes fast. That's like prime example of performance anxiety right there. Is people that are coming to me for this help are struggling, and they know that they are struggling. But if you're not putting that work and that effort and showing up for yourself to teach yourself how to last longer, to learn your body, then I'm sorry, bro. That is on you, because nothing comes easy, baby. Nothing comes easy. And honestly, it shows that you're disciplined, and that is hella sexy to a lady. All right, babies, that is all that I have for you guys today. These are just 9 secrets that women are telling you if you are secretly bad in bed. If you want to learn more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also click that link down below. Grab Beducated for your 24-hour access, free entry into the website. And when you want to learn a little bit more, which I'm sure after watching this video, it should have encouraged you to want to learn just a little bit, a lot more, dive into some of those courses. There is literally something for everybody. Grab that 50% off. Don't forget to use the code PleasureBaby, and I will see you babies next week for another episode. Cheers.